Welcome back to Church Media Pro. Sorry about the delay, guys, on this live video. I have two YouTube channels. I have one on crypto, which you may have noticed I've written about before, and I've got this one. And I've been doing a lot of lives over on the crypto one, and I haven't yet done a live on this one. And so if you want to follow me over at All Things ETH on YouTube, I might put a link in the description below. But thank you so much for being patient. If you were waiting, hopefully not too many of you were. I'm going to go over to YouTube and make sure this is live here, and go to my other channel. This is obviously not All Things ETH. So here's the All Things ETH channel if you're interested. Switch account to Church Media Pro. Welcome, Church Media Pros. I'm going to make sure we're going live right now. We should be. Yes, we are. Awesome. Cool. It's even using the backdrop. Oh, hold on. This is not even the right channel. Your channel, live. YouTube is so slow, it's confused, I think. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you've got any comments, please put them in the chat, guys. I'll be watching on my phone in particular here. So let's jump in. I wanted to make this something available to all of you as a new feature of my channel. I'll be going through any questions that you might have. So this is called Office Hours. Office Hours with Church Media Pro. My name is Aaron Ward. Before we get too far into this, I want to just give you a little bit of background. Perhaps you've been watching my channel for a little while, perhaps you haven't, but this channel is all about church media production at a professional level. And if you're not at a professional level, guys, this channel is also for you, because we hope to lift you up to the professional level. So join us. I'll be I make content here, review products, talk about different processes for video production, lighting, live streaming, LED walls, different products, in-ears, wireless systems, anything you have out there in the church media production world. But also, I also talk about advertising, because I am the technical director, but also manage advertising at our church. So website, Facebook, email marketing, anything and everything is up for grabs. So jump into the chat, guys, and let me find the live videos in my so I can see the chat here. I'm gonna make sure this is muted. But yeah, put your questions in the comments so that we can get started. I'll go into my background a little bit. I've been professionally doing video production for churches since probably 2011. I did it as a contractor a little bit prior to that, but really made a career out of it in 2011. So gosh, it's going on 12 years now, which is awesome. Was at a massive church for my first real gig. Prior to that, I went to school for music, got my degree in composition and theory, hoping to create film scores, and I was found that that's really a tough gig to get into to really, make a living. Grew up in the church. My dad's a pastor, and I've always been a part of the church in some capacity, and love serving the church. Learned a lot. My first audio gigs, video gigs were in churches. I ran the camcorder at my dad's church back when I was really young, probably 13, 14 years old, and then got into audio and so forth. Taught myself Pro Tools back in the early days of Pro Tools. This was pre-2000. Got into college in about 2000, went to a Luther College in Decorah, Iowa. Got a music degree, like I said earlier, and if you're joining the live stream right now, guys, I'd just love to answer any comments or any questions you might have about Church Media Pro, production related, gear related, process related, ministry related, if you'd like. I'm getting into all of it today. And I'm going to do this on a regular basis. So hopefully every Friday at 2:30 Central Standard Time in the US of A. So get back to my story. I was put any questions you might have in the chat, guys. I'll be able to answer you there, and I'd love to get into that more than just talk about myself. So the more you guys type in the comments and have questions, the better this should go, and I really want it to be interactive. So calling this office hours with Church Media Pro. Anyway, go ahead and put any questions you might have right in the chat. But my background again, so went to college. First gig I got out of college was Guitar Center. Spent 2-ish, 3-ish years. They moved me to Des Moines, Iowa, where I currently live, and as a assistant manager to open up a store there, and got on the road. Started meeting some of the guys in Slipknot actually, which was interesting. I was a big fan of rock, heavy rock, these sorts of music, but I didn't know Slipknot's music when they started shopping at my Guitar Center. Got to meet some of those guys, work with some of those guys, ended up on the road with some of those guys on side projects, and toured with Stone Sour for a short time. Kind of got burnt out by that lifestyle, unfortunately, which actually got me back into the church, which was awesome. Kind of got my head put back on straight and started following Jesus again, and yeah, so that brought me to basically my first gig at my first church gig. Like I said, 2011, huge church, 10,000 people a weekend. That was my, my real big experience with digital consoles. We were using the Yamaha, I think it was the PM1D, yeah. So massive 64 plus channel or 96 channel console, I can't remember what. But anyway, started there, learned a lot about video, actually started my freelance career during that time as a video production content creator, and went part-time after about 2 years, ended up at the church I'm at now, which was the church I met my wife at, previous to being on staff at that big church, and now I am the technical director, marketing director, executive pastor, or one of the executive pastors, I should say, or the senior leadership team. So our lead pastor, co-lead pastors are from Australia. They come from a background of Planet Shakers and Hillsong and that sort. We are a charismatic church, but I think church production is all about doing what's best for your church. So feel free to put some questions in the comments, guys. I'm here for you. This is called Office Hours with Church Media Pro. If you haven't heard that yet, I see there's 4 people watching along with me. And feel free to put any questions about church media production in the comments. I'd love to answer them live here today. And that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna be doing this on a regular basis. So let's grow this. Let's see what questions you might have to get started. So I'm actually gonna type in the chat like that same thing. Questions about church media production in the chat. I'd love, this is Office Hours with Church Media Pro Live. Hopefully we can get this going, guys, so that a bunch of you can level up. That's what I'm here for. I'll be doing this for about an hour, hopefully every Friday. I'll notify subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll be sending out posts on YouTube and I might link this also to Facebook at some point. I'm upgrading my streaming software so that I could do 2 places at once. So I might do this in the Church Media Pro group on Facebook, as well as on Church Media Pro here on YouTube. So get back into my background just to fill space while you guys type into the comments what you want to hear about. I went from working at this mega church, 10,000 people, to to freelancing again. I did a lot of video production for commercials. Did some, pretty high-end spots for regional companies, national companies, as well as local companies. Really cut my teeth on the audio side first, got into video side later, learned a lot about LED walls and these sorts of things as well while I was at that mega church, which brought me the knowledge that I needed for this new church, up and coming, smaller church at the time, and now we're reaching about 1,200 people a weekend at the current church that I'm at. Other cool things that I got to work on, when I was in the studio and on the road with some of the guys from Slipknot, I worked at Sound City for a short time. So if you're familiar with the documentary Sound City, I did get to work in that studio for about 2 weeks on a side project for one of the Slipknot guys. And that was an amazing experience. So that was cool. Other things that I've worked on, let's see. I've worked on, big commercials for if you're local to the Des Moines area. Hy-Vee and the surrounding states is a big grocery chain. I've did a Super Bowl commercial for them, did some holiday commercials, all massive budget, $1 million plus budget stuff there. And then I've been working at Eternity Church as the executive pastor, or one of the executive pastors. Again, over technology and over advertising for them for the last 10 years, essentially. So I officially came on staff in 2020, but have been contracting with them since I left the big church previous, about 10 years ago now. So please let me know in the comments what you would like to see on this channel. This is office hours again with Church Media Pro. This is the first time, so it might be a little bit different of a stream. Hopefully, as we get more people involved with this, I'd love to just answer your questions about anything video production, audio production, live, LED walls, projection, gear, and so on. So I'll give you anything I can in about an hour every single Friday, hopefully between 2:30 and 3 o'clock p.m. in Central Standard Time in Iowa. So please let me know what you'd like to hear about, and I'll answer your questions. If you're joining live right now, I would skip forward to the live portion of this so that you can catch up, so that we can be on the same page. And feel free to just put any questions you have into the comment section. What else should I talk about? So more about my background. Trying to think of anything else that's interesting. I'm sure there's things. There was something I was thinking about earlier that I can't remember right now, but currently have 2 YouTube channels. I've got this one that I started. Oh, one of the cool things that I've gotten to work on as on the advertising side was actually, if you guys are familiar with Sunday Sounds at all, they're mostly provide keyboard patches for main stage. So if your keys rig is not a Nord or otherwise, it's probably going to be a Sunday Sounds rig. Well, the David Falsgraf at Sunday Sounds was a client of mine. Actually, previous to that, we were really good friends. I knew him before he even started Sunday Sounds, and he and I got to work together at that mega church that I used to work at that I mentioned before. And then he became a client for my advertising business. I helped him with video production, but also the back end of Facebook, doing ads, creating ads. My business partner helped him with this website. And we grew his business pretty significantly over the course of a year. He blew up and brought a bunch of employees internally. And gosh, he's doing crazy well over there. He's moved to Lisbon, Portugal, all the way from Des Moines, Iowa. So David Falsgraf, you're amazing. If you're out there, I doubt you're watching this, but I know you're a subscriber. So if you just happen to pop along, man, I hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well as well. So again, guys, I knew this would be a little bit different, just getting this started, so it might take some time to get some live questions, but put any questions you have in the comments if you're watching this. I'd love to answer them. And if you're watching this live, please jump to the furthest part in your timeline. I guess it'd be over here. Fast forward to the most live portion of this so that you can see what's going on currently. So I'm going to wait for anybody to put any chat questions in the chat. If you're not watching my videos, I'd love for you to watch them. There's a lot of good content out there. I'm doing this just to help those like myself who 10 years ago I was just getting started, 12 years ago I was just getting started in this industry, and I wish I had a resource like this where honestly I could watch content videos but also live questions. I want to be able to be a resource to anybody who's out there who wants their questions answered. I mean, there's plenty of times, especially on a Friday getting into the weekend, where I've been trying to figure something out, last minute, calling a lifeline, trying to figure out how to get a live stream going, or an issue with ProPresenter, or something funny's going on with an LED wall, or maybe I'm doing an install for my church, putting up a projector, having issues with video outs, something going on with the computer. Having that resource, I'm just here to answer any questions that you might have, and I'll do my best live to help you out. So please let me know how I can help, guys. Before I do this, I'm going to be punching out a post to my subscribers. As my subscribers, if you have the notification bell on, you will see that post, and feel free to put any questions in that you might have in that. I'm going to try and send that out at least a half hour to an hour before I go live, so that there's some questions starting primed up for the video broadcast. And I look forward to doing this on a pretty regular basis. I might even try to do this twice a week if I can find time to do it. I do this twice a week on my other crypto YouTube channel, so check out All Things ETH if you're interested in crypto at all in this industry. I know a lot of guys in this area tend to be technical, and if you're financially minded or entrepreneurial minded, I highly recommend looking into crypto for a way to make some passive income, but also invest, as a lot of us are freelancers or work for a church and we don't have 401ks. A great place to not financial advice, guys, but a great place to stack away some cash and to grow that money real quick is, in my opinion, the cryptocurrency world. But also I believe crypto and Ethereum in particular, that's why I call my channel All Things ETH, is the future of finance. And getting to know how that system works and getting some passive gains there is huge. So again, thank you so much for checking out my channel. Thank you to those of you who subscribe. If you don't subscribe, hit the subscription notification bell. Put any questions that you have in the chat. I'd love to answer them live right now. So I can see there's a couple of you jumping in and out of this video. I'm here for you, so please put any questions that you might have live, and I'd love to answer them. So put anything you'd like in the chat. So I'm going to go through my live stream setup right now. So we're using Resi. So just to give you an update of what we're up to, we have one satellite campus in a rural area in western Iowa. We're located centrally in Des Moines, Iowa. We've got about 1,200 people coming to our weekend services, 3 services, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and Sunday 8:30 and 10:30 on Sunday mornings right now. And we're live streaming with a Resi Ray, and then we're also broadcasting with a Resi Prism to our campus. We're sending multiple channels of audio to our satellite campus. They're getting a stereo mix. They're getting a channel that has both the host and the preacher mic on it, and then they're also getting a channel that has the MD and click. We are using tracks So these are the things that I'm dealing with on a regular basis, guys. So if you have questions about them, please let me know. We have, Shure, ULXD wireless systems, really great stuff. Sennheiser wireless in-ear packs. We give every single one of our musicians their own set of in-ears. I recommend KZ because they're inexpensive but sound really great, especially if you're giving them away to your worship volunteers. We do let the staff on our worship team purchase some higher end in-ears if they'd like to, and compensate them out of our budget for that. But we do give away a single pair to all of our worship volunteers. We currently run a CL5 Yamaha console at front of house. Our Livestream is all Logic based, so we're running it in a Mac Studio. Just started using that about a year ago. So if you have any questions about any of the setup, please leave them in the comments. And if you leave them in the comments now, I'll actually address them in the next video. So let's put it that way. So if you want to, if you're watching this after the fact, guys, please leave any comments that you might have in the chat here, and then I will look at those. I'll comment on them, but I'll probably address them in the next video. So feel free to do that. And yeah, I've got about 15-20 minutes left before I have to get home to my wife, who's unfortunately sick today. And they have, our women's ministry tonight has a women's get together. They're calling it Girl Church. And so if you have any questions, put them in the chat, guys. I'm going to make sure that the chat is working on YouTube. It looks like it is. All right, sweet. So keep the questions coming. Be happy to answer any of them. I am set up to go look at my screen, so if I need to address anything, I can go show you online. So fully ready for you to ask any questions that you might have. What are challenges right now for you? What gear are you running? Let's talk gear. Let's talk challenges. Let's talk ministry. Let's talk volunteers. Anything you'd like to touch on. Advertising wise, I also do advertising as well as just not just video production. I run a team. I've got 3 team under me on the graphics side, and then a bunch of volunteers on the advertising side, I should say. We've got a web designer who also does our graphics. I should say she's a graphic designer who also does our web design and merch design. Shout out to Stephanie. She's amazing. We've got a video production or content creation individual, Ethan. You're awesome. Who has been on our staff since Easter last year. So he handles all of our video production, but also our live stream during the weekend, and also helps with photography, and has taught our social media person, who's actually a contractor. We contract out our social media to somebody who goes to our church. She started volunteering for our youth as their social media director, and I liked her work so much that we brought her on to handle the social media for our big church, if you will, right? So I lead that team, manage those 3 individuals on our staff, and then I also oversee the technical side. So I'm the technical director. We do have 2 or 3 volunteer sound guys that are great. Our live stream is managed by our video content creator. So Ethan manages the volunteers on the live stream side. Got some awesome guys on that side as well. So got a lot of experience, guys. Would love to answer any questions that you might have. So throw them in the chat, throw them in the comments. I would love to hear what challenges you might have, and see if there's anything I can help you with. So got about 10 minutes left before I'm going to peace out. But if you put any questions you might have in the comments, also join our Facebook group. I've got a Church Media Pro Facebook group. I'll try to link that in the comments below after the broadcast, so that you can go over there and ask any questions you might have there as well. Again, guys, I'm here to help with any questions you might have. So whether it's any time of the week, during on Church Media Pro's Facebook group, or on here if you want to ask questions on any of my videos, guys. I'm here to answer them, so please run over there to the comments, throw your questions there, and I'd be happy to answer them. I do have a couple other people that help me answer questions on those platforms as well, so if I don't get to you right away, many people contact each other, chat with each other, and help each other out. And this is why I've built this community. So trying this thing out for the first time with live videos for this channel, and I hope to see some community growth here. I don't monetize this channel, so it's really here just to be here as a resource. So please let me know what you would like to know about, and I'll try to answer them. So I think I'll go 5 more minutes before I sign off. Been live for 26 minutes now. I did get started a little bit later than I expected. I have this live stream program that I use for this in particular. I haven't used it enough on the live stream side to remember how to switch YouTube channels, so it took me a minute to get switched over. But please let me know what you'd like to hear about in the chat before I go. I'm interested in what you guys want to know as church media pros yourself, and how we can help each other level up in this world. I know a lot of you probably feel a little bit isolated. I mean, the story behind the logo for Church Media Pro, if you've ever watched one of my videos, it's a space guy in the middle of in his like space outfit. It kind of looks like he's sticking a flag in the moon or something. Well, it's because most of us feel like we're doing a lot of technical work. We're out on the outskirts of no man's land, and we're alone, right? So I want to build community. I want to help you guys out with anything you might need, from a question and answer perspective, from a production, audio, lighting, media, pro presenter, advertising, email marketing, Facebook backend, Facebook front end, challenges you might have, volunteers, anything that you would like to know about. Please put any questions you have in the chat, and I will answer them. If I don't get to them today, because I do need to wrap up here soon in the next 5 minutes. I see there's a couple of people watching right now. Thank you for watching. Put some questions in the chat. If I don't get them to them today, I would love to get to them at the next video. I'm going to try to do this every single Friday, 2:30 Central Standard Time, and give you some office hours with Church Media Pro. So, all right. There's 4 people watching right now. If anyone puts something in the chat, I'll keep talking. But if nobody puts anything in the chat, I'm not going to hold my breath any longer on this. But I'll be back next Friday to do this. Maybe even again. I might even try it on a different day, see if it works better. Friday afternoon might not be the right time. So let me know in the chat if you think there'd be a better time. But all right, I'm gonna count down 10, 9, 8, 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, God bless all of you guys. Thank you so much for being representatives of Christ in your ministries. I pray that God bless you. God, bless your businesses if you have side hustles. I'm a big proponent of that. I'd love to chat about that on this channel, on these live streams in particular. I believe that most of us probably don't make enough money in our church jobs to really support our family well, especially if our wives are home with the kids, and big proponent of multiple income streams. So if you have any questions about that, I've made some videos about that as well. And God bless you. God bless your finances. God bless your families. God bless your churches and you as ministers in your particular churches and whatever you do for them. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to doing this on a weekly basis. Again, 2:30 Central Time, US of A. God bless.